What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Keto Rewind. I am Jess. Thank you for clicking on today's video. First things first, Happy New Year. I am still not used to the fact that we are in 2024, but that means a new year, new goals, new ambitions, all that kind of thing. So this video is going to be about my health goals for 2024. Keep in mind, I'm not a medical doctor, I'm not a healthcare professional, I'm not an expert. All I'm doing is just trying to battle obesity and keep it off so that I don't have to ride that roller coaster anymore. Like, I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt, that didn't work. I want to do things that truly keep this weight off so I don't have to lose weight anymore. I love to not have to lose any more weight. So with that said, my intention is just to give you some weight loss inspiration, weight loss motivation, so that you can have a health journey, weight loss journey of your own. And if there's things that I'm doing that make sense, I just want you to be inspired and maybe try them. And also maybe if you're doing something different and need some, a change of pace, I'll give you my perspective. So anyways, at the end of the day, you do you. So, and real quick, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Element. Element electrolytes have been my absolute go-to, my favorite electrolytes for the past at least 2 years. I've been a longtime fan. Not only do they taste delicious, they're sugar-free, they're gluten-free, there's no artificial flavors, no fillers, no colors, but they also are a science-backed ratio of electrolytes. So you're getting 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium in each packet. So I just put one package of the electrolytes in my water and I sip on it throughout my workout, whenever I'm fasting, when I'm just trying to get my water in, for those days that I might feel sluggish and need a little energy boost, for those days where I'm trying to get back into ketosis, and it's that transition. So my favorite flavor is the watermelon. I also like raspberry, but you can get a free sample pack with every order if you use my special link down below that you can use as many times as you want, but this way you can taste all of the flavors and find out the flavor that you love the most. So if you want to try these delicious tasting electrolytes, go to www.drinkelement.com/keto rewind. That is www.drinklmnt.com/keto rewind. So I just want to say thanks Element for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to the rest of the show. I was on I was building a lot of momentum for the last quarter of last year. So from October till the end of the year, I was doing the 75 soft. And looking back and reflecting on what do I want to do this year? What do I want to do? I change something, I really found a few things that stuck out about the 75 soft that really stuck with me, so I will link down below. It's not my challenge. It's a great way to find a way to replace old unhealthy habits with a new routine, just another perspective. So I found that whole challenge in itself helped me make new habits that I had not done consistently. And the point of the 75 days is that by the 75 days is up, you're so used to doing it that it is replacing the old version of you with the new version. Because at the end of the day, if you don't put the work in, the weight doesn't come off. You can hope, you can dream, you can wish, you can do all those things, but unless you put action into those words, you're just gonna be on the yo-yo and, that roller coaster. And I was tired of that, done with that. So I decided, being that I enjoyed it so much, I was gonna keep doing it. So I'm not technically doing the 75 soft, but I'm taking the habits and the routine that I've been doing for the last 3 months and I'm continuing them on with a few changes. So the first one will be, I'm doing a dry January. That one was easy. I just wish that, I could just give up food, I can give up alcohol, but it's so much easier to give up something that's not a bad habit. So that one's real easy, but also it just reinforces that nutrition is gonna come a long ways in your journey. So dry January, no alcohol at all for this month. The other thing I'm gonna do is I focused more on just high protein, low carb. This month, to switch it up and just to keep things new and fresh, we're doing keto. I'm not even doing high protein keto, I'm just doing keto. Because January typically for me is a keto month in my past, and I enjoy it. I like the way I feel. I had some extras over the Christmas break, and that just one treat, if you will, made with real sugar, oh, it just turns on all the light switches in my brain. So to help me like not go down that slippery slope, keto just is a great distraction that makes me feel good, reminds me what I like about it, the way I feel, the energy levels, the why not, everybody else is doing great this month, you know, like, so keto is just, in a long story short, that's what I'm doing as far as nutrition, because that does matter, you know. So, and then all the rest of the challenge, like I love drinking my water, I'll be drinking that. So, oh, I just love drinking water these days. It's my great way to get through my day and just sip on water and just stay full, hydrated, and use that as my bridge between meals. So doing that again, and then obviously I'm in my garage gym. I'll be working out every day and doing things that I like. So along those lines, I found what would be something that can make this truly a lifestyle change versus a weight loss journey. And that is simply, I'm gonna do what I want to do. And that's something that is hard to even have myself chew on or like understand, because I've never really done that. I've always done what I'm supposed to do, what people think I should do, you know, what everybody else is doing. And I've always done all those things. And I never really looked at what I wanna do. And that was one way to uncover how I'm gonna get this weight off and keep it off, because I have to do what I wanna do, because that's what's sustainable. If I'm doing what George does, well, if that toots George's horn, why would it toot my horn? Because it works for George, you know, like, because everybody's weight loss journey is individual. There's not a one size fits all approach. So if I can drive home one point, it is to simply, you gotta do what you want to do. So that means I'm gonna eat keto, I'm gonna work out strength training wise 5 days a week, I'm gonna walk, to move my body, I'm gonna drink my water, I'm gonna have no alcohol, and I'm just going to enjoy reading a book instead of watching TV, you know, just doing all the things that make me happy, and then forgetting about the old me. And that takes time. I'm 3 months into this already. Well, not technically, because I guess the 75 soft is like 2.5 months, but still. I'm already well into 3 months into this, and I've started to finally feel like there's a different beat to my drum, because like I have put that time in to make that routine and to make it something that I crave. So, and that's because I did something I wanted to do, and I used something that was an inspiration to change my life, meaning the 75 soft. Because when someone says, oh, you're gonna change your bad habits into healthy habits, so what does that mean at the end of the day, right? So that meant I needed some type of change in my life that doesn't look like the old version of me that was very lazy, very self-destructive, very non-committal, you know, and I don't wanna be that, because that got me morbidly obese. So to make those changes, it was as simple as, okay, well, this was a great idea, let's try it. And then once I get through it and get the commitment down and I'm through it, then I can see, okay, after I've done that, what can I add to it? And that's where I'm at now. So, and at the end of the day, I crave my workouts now because it gets my crazy out. I crave my water because I like my skin feeling so hydrated and my body's satisfied, and I'm not just wanting sweet stuff, because water does it for me now, you know. And it's like, it's that crutch when I get stressed out. I can just sip on something, it's water, it doesn't hurt my body, it soothes and nourishes my body. So, and then when it comes to diet or the nutrition part of things, it's so like 98% of this journey will be nutrition. So why eat some way I don't want to eat? Eat how I want to eat. And I know what I'm supposed to do. I know what I'm not supposed to do. I know I triggered by, and that all took so much effort to just hash out and get knocked flat on my butt while I accept those truths and then rewrite the story. So I feel like this is gonna be my year, and that's because I have literally spent the last almost 5 years of my life hashing this out. Showing up every day, fighting for it, going through the trenches, you know, getting the weight regained to relearn the lesson. You know, and here I am today, I'm like more confident than ever because I've really set myself up to do this and to win. So I hope that all makes sense, but at the end of the day, you have to do what you want to do. You have to eat the way you want to eat and you have to eat the way you are supposed to eat. You know that eating McDonald's 3 times a day is not gonna get that weight loss journey just going. You know that the processed foods probably trigger you as much as they trigger me. You know that the sugar, if you're following me, triggers you as it triggers me. So you know what you're supposed to do, but at the end of the day, this year has got to be about you picking you. And that is like the #1 point I can make, and that you have to choose yourself. Above everything else, you have to. And is this gonna be the year that you choose you? Or is this gonna be that approach where one day I hope to have this XYZ, or is today day one? You know, 2 different perspectives. So, but you can only write the story, you can only make the changes, and you have to do what you want to do to those changes, you know? So find those limits, and that in addition to that, don't put a timeline on it. I have 58 pounds left to lose until I get to my goal, or what I think is my goal, right? So that doesn't mean I'm like, I need to lose 58 pounds by April 14th. Like, there's gonna be no time limit on my journey. My journey is when I get those 58 pounds off, that's when I'm done. There's not a timeline associated with it. It's just chipping away every day. And if that means a ½ pound a week or 4 pounds a week, it is what it is, you know? So don't put a timeline on it. Just make those lifestyle changes and the weight will come off. So just chip away at it and make those small, attainable goals that you can do, and you will get there. So join me. It's 2024. This year is about you. Choose you. Are you gonna choose you this time? Stop picking everything else over yourself. Choose you this year. It's gotta be about you. No matter what, you have to choose you. So with that said, thanks for watching. Let's get this year going, and I'll see you at the next video. I'm Jess, you're watching Keto Rewind. Now it's time for me to go work out.